What's up, junior high? I miss you guys so stinking much. I hope you guys are doing well. Something that I wanted to do for you guys is to give you guys a little bit of update on what's going on at Cornerstone Church and how we plan on ministering to you during this crazy coronavirus time, but also to give you guys a devotional. So if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down here on the screen. That'll subscribe you guys to the YouTube channel that we as a team are going to be creating to give you guys a bunch of different videos. They'll range from devotions all the way to fun, silly challenges and things like that. But I encourage you guys, check us out so that you can be up to date on all the stuff going on. Well, something that's crazy is how much Miranda and I have been able to go snowboarding and skiing this year, and then how it was all of a sudden stopped right when the season was getting to be wonderful. All the rain that we've been getting has been giving us a ton of snow. And then, right as we were getting all this rain and snow, all of the coronavirus mandates started going out.
Quarantine, 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 quarantine.
And all of a sudden, we weren't able to leave except for getting groceries and the essential things like that. And ski resorts started shutting down. Now, I know this is like world's biggest first world problem, right? Like, who cares? That's not even that important of a thing. But it has been bumming us out so much. But of course, there's other things that are a bummer too, right? Of like not being able to go to work, or for Miranda, she's not able to go to school. For you guys, you guys aren't able to go to school. A lot of you guys, your sports have been canceled. Your like Broadway shows or your musicals or whatever it is, those things have been canceled, and we're stuck at home, right? And not all of us are able to go hang out with our friends, and we're not able to go to church and play games and have fun and worship together in a physical sense. And so it's been tough. And it reminds me of the passages that we were reading in James when we started a couple weeks ago. And if you guys remember, James starts out by saying to those in the dispersion, count it all joy when you encounter trials of various kinds. And I think about the trials that you and I are experiencing right now, and it's hard to count it as joy. It's hard to be excited that school was out. It wasn't hard at the beginning, but as time went on, it became really difficult. Boredom set in, isolation set in, feeling lonely. And all of a sudden, it's hard to count it as joy, right? But then we read that God has a plan for these trials beyond just us being happy or entertained. God wants to use these trials to shape and grow us into the men and women of God He has planned for us to be. And so we read later on in verse 12, "Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love Him." You see, God desires for us as Christians to remain steadfast in these trials, steadfast in how we choose to live and think and have our being in such a way that it would be honoring to God. And then He promises us in Romans 8:28 that He will cause all things to work together for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. So then, in the midst of these trials that we're going through, the loneliness, the disruption in our school schedules, perhaps the conflicts at home that are going on between us and our parents, whatever it is that you're going through right now, are you choosing to live in a way that is honoring to God? Or have you maybe got caught up in temptation and other things and been pulled away from the Lord? I want to challenge you with today's Devo to dive into some of the questions that are in the discussion down in the description of the video, and ask yourself, how are you going through this trial? What is it that you're experiencing right now? And what does your relationship with God look like? How are you responding to this trial? And perhaps maybe what is it that God is growing you into? What is it that He's trying to coach and help you get better and better at? So I encourage you again to dive into the study. Maybe ask your mom and dad to join you in this, or if you have friends that you can FaceTime, have them join you in it. It'll be a fun time to get to go through this together. So I encourage you guys to do that and to check out our channel and to look forward to other videos that are going to be coming your way. I miss you guys so much. I hope to see you guys soon in person. But for now, I suppose FaceTimes and text messages will have to do. I love you guys much. I pray that you guys stay healthy. And for those of you who might be feeling under the weather, I pray that the Lord would heal you and bring you back to health. And that for this country, that God would heal us and that we would be able to see each other again soon. I love you guys so much. See you guys next time.